Straight out of the land of the rising sun, made by Yuki Takahashi himself, graphite design, this receiver has finally arrived and we're going to test it, open it up, warm it up and try to figure it out if it's really that good. This box contains an exclusive piece. Denon has released only a couple of such devices on the occasion of the 110th anniversary. Denon A110 is the most expensive top-of-the-line receiver in the world. It can pump up 13 channels, and if you plug an amp to it, even 15 are possible. Well, this monster is about to tear this cardon box made in Japan. Now we have it, we'll unbox it, test it, and figure it out if it's really that good. Like Ricky Bobby said in Anchorman, I'm not prepared, I really am not prepared at all. Well, I can say the same. We'll cut it up and look what's inside. And we have another box here. Damn, can you see the stain? Yuki Takahashi himself put his own stamp on it. That means this product is going to be high-end for sure. Just look at this. This is its interior. What a huge transformer. You can see the 13 channels. Let's count the transistors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. See? No mistake by me. By the way, each channel has a high-class Asahi Kasei semiconductor DAC 4490 if I'm not mistaken, or 97 Velvet Sound, correct me if I'm wrong. An envelope. 5 years warranty is really a lot for a product of such a class, as when the manufacturer is sure of its production, typically a year of warranty is given. Here you can see the former Denon logo. As we know, Denki Onki stands for electricity noise, and there we have a logo displaying electricity and noise or sound coming out of it. The remote control is the same as 8500 had. It was perfect in the previous model, and I think there were no use of adding anything here, so it's completely the same. An Odyssey calibrating microphone. For soon-to-be owners, I'd recommend downloading an app to calibrate your receiver better. What a blast! I've never seen such a color, to be honest. The lid is like a piece of alien metal. It's heavy, cold, and just how it moves, like a Stradivari. Here we have not a typical display like an 8500 had, as the manufacturers say it's high contrast with wide play of colors. I can say it's a deep tuning. So many details and constructive elements have been redesigned there. If someone asks me why should I pay about 200,000 rubles in addition when there is a 8500 model, the answer is simple. It's the same when you buy BMW 5 or M5. This is M5 among receivers. It's easier to say what this receiver can do, as right now all the audio and video industry technologies have been put into this case. Dolby Vision, 8K, game mode, IMAX enhanced. I don't like these plugs here on terminals. Well, you guys make a high-end product and you really think someone would be putting naked wires without mono jacks or EDACs in? Are you serious? A little drawback, only one 8K connector. The same is like in 8500 had. Well, one more difference. Made in Shirakawa, and the 8500 had made in Japan only. Is 110 years a lot or little? It's all relative in our world, isn't it? But for a company producing hi-fi and high-end audio devices, this term is just epic. And the guys done their best for the anniversary to be a success. We have already tested this thing and now we'll open it up. Taken off the lid. I hope no Japanese is going to hop out of here. As we can see, there's a huge W-type transformer which has a 110 sign on it. It's new and advanced comparing to the 8500. The transformer is placed on the big copper plate meant to remove heat. While testing this guy, the active systems of 4 fans haven't turned on a single time, and I think it's a great success. For instance, the 6700 model starts making noises when it's loaded up, and there's no such a thing. The upper lid was hot, but the heat removal was so good that there's no need in active ventilation. The 13 channels surrounded by black radiators. EOS is a serious competitor to ecosystems such as Sonos or Bluesound. It surely is an advantage that they produce receivers and wireless speakers. If you'd like to build a multi-room, to place a speaker or a sound bar in a bedroom or kitchen, the 110th could easily control these devices. By no means unimportant thing for gamers is that this receiver supports minimal delay. It can easily play video in 4K 120Hz, and that's important for action games fans. Denon has generously put the most powerful digital processor, which includes 2 dual-core DSP Shark Plus processors. Could you just imagine that nowadays a receiver's performance is about 11 gigaflops? That's an enormous figure of 11 billion calculations with floating point per second. Why so much? Well, for mixing these 13 channels, handling Dolby Atmos tracks, and producing the most powerful, punching sound, frightening by its realism. We have tested it, used it as a part of 714 home theater system, and I'm just at a loss of words. It's simply magnificent. It really sounds way better than 8500, though when I tested the 8500 with the receiver, I thought that was the top of the class among receivers. Only separate amplifiers and processors are better. Yuki Takahashi himself has taken a hand and brought to life everything he ever wanted with this receiver, so you could get the maximum authenticity and involving into music and movies while using this device, the booklet says. Sounds a bit cheesy, but this is the way it is. I barely have objections to this receiver. Well, maybe only to these plugs on the clamps, and maybe the display is a bit outdated. I like the colored one like Arkham has, but you know, in general, all of this is just astonishing. I'll spare you some time and give this receiver 10 out of 10 in all categories, ranging from sound to price quality. And you can say that more than 500,000 rubles is expensive for such a device for sure, but please trust me, its value isn't how it sounds, how it's made. It's just disconcerting. Summarizing the above, I'd like to say that if you want to get the best sound, and you don't want to install separate systems like amplifiers and processors in your home theater, and you make do with a single receiver, and your system is more than 714 or 724, buy it without hesitation.